It's hard to tell where we are, but we do know a couple of things. We're near a place with boats, a hulk, and a reporter. More precisely, an out-of-steam hulk and a reporter who's just far enough behind him to miss his hiding place. Once David finishes transforming, he makes his way to a friendly face.
Take me back.
Mr. Belden, what happened?
I was mugged now. Just take me back, all right?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Look.
Don't you want to call the cops?
No, let's just go.
But what about our supplies?
Don't worry about them. I'll get them later. Now let's get back.
Okay, you're the boss.
He works on nearby Powell Island.
Horses! Foiled again!
Let's meet the owner of Powell Island, like it or not.
Oh, Pierce. You haven't changed that south room furniture yet. I want that old junk out. And I want it done for the party tomorrow. Some of the guests will be spending the night.
Yes, Miss Powell. What shall I do with the old furniture?
I don't care. Burn it.
Diane Powell is the poor little rich baby who's grown up with everything, including the not-so-subtle view that anyone with less money than she is a lesser person.
Oh, and Pierce, you've been messing up again.
How's that, Miss Powell?
Well, sometimes with my friends, you act a little chummy. Like they're your friends. Try and remember you're not in the 90% bracket.
Case in point, she treats Pierce like he's a slave, not an employee. But at least she doesn't discriminate.
Alan, you kinky boy, spying on me. You get your kicks in the strangest ways.
Why aren't you spending more time with me?
Well, you know I've been busy with stuff for the party.
Well, I came out here to see you. If I can't do that, I might as well...
Play tennis, go sailing. Enjoy yourself. You're a big boy.
Alan there had a fling with her somewhere and made the mistake of falling for her. He's risking his marriage, his kids, and everything else to be with her. She's so grateful he can hardly stand it.
Mary has enough to kill me in a custody hearing. I'm risking a hell of a lot with you. Because you mean a hell of a lot to me.
Oh, Alan, that's really sweet. But I just put my makeup on, and I don't want to have to do it again. Okay?
As I said, she doesn't discriminate. She treats everybody like dirt. We know Paul Carr as Seaman Clark on Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. I can't say a whole lot about our leading lady, Christine Delisle. I hope I said that right, because there's nothing out there about her at all. She didn't act for that long, and this was one of her high points. You now know as much as I do, which amounts to pretty much nothing.
You really understand dear old Dad's work, don't you? And I hired a librarian. I didn't know I'd get a scientist, too. Are you a geneticist?
No, it's just a hobby. But if I were given a choice, I could spend years in here. Your father was the best.
Maybe as a test tube man. As a father, I really wouldn't know.
It's a typical story. He was never around, and he plied her with money and gifts and obsequious servants to compensate for it. She became the spoiled brat who thinks everyone else exists to do her bidding and keep her happy, because that's the way it's always been.
Dear old Dad's will said I had to keep this library going in order to get my inheritance. If it was up to me, I would have burned these books.
She's way too eager to burn stuff, but she may be burning a little herself.
You know, David, you've avoided socializing with us long enough. I'd like you to have dinner with us tonight.
I'm sorry, I can't.
He has a fair idea that she's not as interested in dinner as she is in, dessert.
Yes, you can. My cousin Donald's just back from Europe. I think he was at some film festival or something, trying to pass himself off as a producer.
Well, I'm afraid that I have to leave. Something has come up, something very personal.
That very personal thing is talking to our boat captain right now.
Funny, can't seem to remember.
Well, it was just a couple of hours ago you took a man out in your boat.
Well, when you get old, your memory starts to leave you. Sometimes you forget things happened just a few minutes ago. I sure am thirsty. Too bad I ain't got anything on board.
Yeah, ain't that a shame? A piece of green paper would sure help.
Where did you take him?
Powell Island. He works there.
Powell Island.
Yeah. Powell Island, private estate.
You say Powell?
Yeah, Powell's were big in shipping. Diane Powell owns it now.
Could you take me there?
I told you, it's a private estate.
He keeps teasing until the wad of money in Jack's hand is big enough. It's like a plant. You talk to it to help it grow.
You know, too bad you ain't got an invite to her party.
Party.
Yeah, costume party tomorrow night. She throws one every year.
Well, if I could come up with an invitation to this party, you see, you wouldn't even have to take me out to the island, just near it.
Before someone asks, what's he gonna do, swim from there? Yes, he is.
Hand was a drag. The weather was dreadful. The parties and screenings were even worse, especially those Eastern European collective farm films. Carlo and I nearly fell asleep at one. Boy meets tractor, etc., but to die. On the other hand, things are looking very good for my picture. There's a possibility of some Canadian money, and Warren has said that... Well, anyway, Diana, I was feeling very lonely for you in the old homestead. It's good to be back.
Cousin Donald and his sidekick Carlo are filmmakers, or at least aspiring filmmakers. We met Henry Pollock II when he played the Sheriff of Nottingham in When Things Were Rotten. Today, he's been jet-setting in Europe, and now he's back to visit his beloved cousin.
Let me translate this for you, David. Donald hated the parties because he was never invited to the right ones. He went to the Eastern European films because he doesn't have the pull to get the tickets for the hot screenings. And no one has the slightest interest in this tacky little film that Donald wants to make. So he's come home to hit me up for financing.
Why not? She can obviously afford it. Maybe she could use some of her money to buy a little perception, because she's the only one at the table who isn't thoroughly embarrassed by that.
It is not a tacky little film. It is socially significant.
Donald, no one in the 80s is going to pay good money to see a movie about... Now, David, get this. A drug-crazed killer in a hippie commune?
You know, Diane, if the tables were turned and the money were on my side of the family, I'd at least be decent about it.
Decent? You shouldn't complain, Donald. I take very good care of you. I give you free room and board. I could have you helping Pierce with the dishes. Would you like that, Pierce?
Whatever you say, Miss Powell.
She thinks nothing of talking to Donald that way and putting Pierce on the spot. She really is embarrassing everybody.
Diane, why don't we go to the mainland after dinner? I know a disco there. We haven't been dancing in a long time.
Oh, Ellen. You'd absolutely drive me bananas, mooning over me with those stray dog eyes of yours.
How dare he find you attractive and desirable, especially since he already had a taste. I think he's starting to realize that beneath that gorgeous exterior there dwells not much. She redefines shallow.
David, I've made up my mind. You're going to stay for the party.
Well, I'm afraid that's just not possible. As a matter of fact, I should prepare to leave now. Thank you very much for the dinner, if you'll excuse me.
David, I said I made up my mind. You're staying.
She made up her mind. That means anything to David because...
I can't.
Are you going to swim?
Diane, if he really has to go.
I said he's staying.
Because she has the key to the boat, I guess. People are her toys, and she decides what games they play.
Wouldn't waste my time going to the boat dock. I got the keys.
Pierce won't help him. He works for Miss Powell, period.
Pierces have always worked for the Powells. And let me tell you, the Powell women get their way. Always have. Miss Diane wants you to stay for the party. I'm gonna see she gets what she wants.
People constantly doing that is how she turned out the way she is. Someday, somewhere along the way, someone needs to tell her no. Like David is doing.
Come on in, David. I thought you might drop by to say goodnight.
Why are you doing this?
Because she doesn't like it when people tell her no. Especially beautiful hunks like David.
But it's not just the brains or the looks, which I kind of like too. You're quiet. What do they say? Still waters run deep. I want to know you.
You're very attractive. That doesn't change things.
Who the hell do you think you are?
That's a great question coming from her royal spoiledness. Let's see how clueless she really is.
Tell me, David, what is so important that you have to leave the island?
I've already told you. It's a personal matter.
Oh, I just love secrets. I bet you need money. I'll pay you if you tell me. How about $100? Not enough, huh?
Not enough. It's another slap in the face. She seems to think $100 is a fortune to anyone but her. She really is Marie Antoinette, tossing coins and crumbs to the masses while completely missing that thing they're building over there.
How about $150? How about $150,000?
It must be nice having all that money. Takes the place of so much. Good night.
Ow! He just told her how empty her dollar-centric life is. I don't think she liked it. She can make him stay by removing his transportation, but he'll do things his own way.
Now, you'll see the house as soon as you get off the beach.
Right.
And just remember, if you get caught, you don't know me.
I never saw you in my life.
Told you, he's going to do a James Bond and change into a costume once he reaches the island. If he reaches the island with his eyes still functioning, because he's wearing that mask wrong. It filled up with water within a few seconds because with the edge of that hood under it, there's no way it can make a waterproof seal to keep the water out so he could see what he was doing and where he was going. He somehow managed to get himself washed ashore at Alcatraz, whereupon the park rangers invited him to have a nice chat. Let's put it that way. He has a good vampire costume, so with a mask he should be able to blend in with the party. Now he needs to figure out which of the guys at the party is John Doe.
Hi.
Get lost.
Swell talking to you.
Nah, voice is a little high to be John.
You know, I think that I have guessed the identity of every person here. Except you. Who would you guys think that is, anyway?
We were just wondering ourselves. Must be somebody new. You see, we've got everyone else pegged except this one. And you.
Him? Oh, he's Antonio Salieri stalking Mozart at another costume party, if you remember that scene. And Jack, I don't think that's John Doe.
Me? Oh, you're never gonna guess who I am. But now let's see, who is this? Dickie Harger? No? Frank Montegiano? No? Yeah, well then you just about got me fooled. Who can this be?
I fooled you, didn't I? Oh, come on, admit it. I fooled you, didn't I? Come on.
I was right. John Doe isn't blonde. He's also taller than that, Jack. Fix your costume. Your desperation is showing.
Diane, we're all waiting. Diane, you look terrific.
Of course I look terrific. I always look terrific.
Someone hiding in the closet doesn't think so. Our list of suspects includes Pierce, Alan, Donald, maybe Carlo, and of course David.
Welcome to the Vernal Equinox.
She does know how to make an entrance. And from what we saw, at least one attendee thinks the coffin is appropriate.
The advent of spring. The day when I, Persephone, leave the underworld and take my place again among the living.
She repeats the Persephone myth and says, indulge yourselves all you want. That's the only cue they needed. Jack is still trying to find John Doe without luck.
You're missing the fun. As long as you're here, you should try and enjoy yourself. Sometimes, David, maybe I go a little overboard.
Sometimes. That's good to know. We'll keep an eye out for it.
It's only because you can leave with the last guest. Now, will you join the party?
I don't much care for the company.
I think she's met her match for the first time in her life. She can't use her wealth and position to push him around. Worse, he just told her to her face that he doesn't like her. Suddenly, she's confronted by something she can't buy, and she doesn't know what to do.
There's some party in there. You haven't got a costume.
No.
Now, why don't you scare one up? Have yourself a few laughs.
Yeah.
That tells Jack that he's got the right man, wherever he is.
You might as well give up.
You knew that was going to happen. Within seconds, the grandfather clock shriveled and fell apart in the Hulk's hands. Remember all those cartoons we watched as kids where somebody did that? Who knew it was a real thing? Suddenly, the party has an unexpected guest.
Wow, that is a fantastic outfit. What are you supposed to be? Isn't it real? Looks real. Wow, it is real. Hey, you take off that crazy face and we can have a good time. You wanna dance? Why does everyone keep doing that?
Because you stand there and let them? Because you make your intentions disgustingly obvious, but only to the wrong guys? Jack is on the trail now.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting Hulks.
3 years. Don't move. It's over, John. Take off the mask.
Mr. McGee. Mine is not a happy life. All I want to do is get rid of the creature.
Many of you have asked why Jack doesn't recognize David's distinctive voice. Looking back at the pilot, I don't think he heard enough of David to recognize it in the wild, so to speak, especially since it's been so long. It might sound familiar to him, but he wouldn't naturally connect the voice with a man who's supposed to be dead.
Why won't you leave me alone?
From the beginning, no one's believed me. You're my vindication.
Of course, that destroys Mr. Doe's life, but Jack doesn't care much about that.
I will be stopping an uncontrollable and dangerous force.
The creature saved your life more than once, you know that.
The creature is also responsible for taking lives. I was there at the laboratory fire. He killed David Banner and Elena Marks.
No. No. Helena died of the fire, not the creature. He tried to save her.
You'll have every chance to prove that in a court of law.
It'll be easy enough to prove he didn't kill David Banner, but Elena is another matter. Still, right now David is a little afraid of Jack for another reason.
Will you shoot me?
It's only an anesthetic. Curare. You'll only be out a little while.
Curare's a deadly poison. If you have enough there to subdue the creature, you could kill me.
He's willing to take that chance.
Take off the mask. Take it off.
Mr. McGee, you're risking bringing out the creature in me. Now, please stay back. You know what could happen.
The mask!
John Doe isn't willing to take that chance. In the main hall, Diane is up on her balcony announcing the official start of the feast. Donald and Carlo scramble up the stairs and save her, but the party is kind of stopped. All we can see of the bad guy are shoes, and all of our suspects seem to wear the same kind. While Jack McGee is picking the lock on his closet, Diane needs a few minutes.
I'll be all right. Go back to the party.
I didn't mean to startle you, but I have to get off the island, and I have to get off it right now.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Diane is sure she knows why.
Stay where you are.
Miss Diane, you all right? I couldn't find you.
I'm fine, Pierce. Here's the man who tried to kill me.
I hope she's ready to explain to him what he did, because he honestly doesn't know. He was right here when all that went down.
Why? Because I wouldn't play along like Donald and Alan.
Back up.
Diane, just look around. The way that you treat people. I'm sure there are several here tonight with better motives than I, and you know that yourself.
You can save your dime store analysis for the police. They'll be here soon.
Now he's locked in that same closet, and Diane has the key. He's not likely to break the door down. He leaves stuff like that to his alter ego.
What if he isn't the one? Maybe there's something in what he said about the others here. Am I that bad, Pierce?
Sure, I wouldn't know, Miss Powell. I fixed up the south room. Would you like to check it? I'm not sure if it's the way you want it.
That's Pierce's way of saying, yes, you are. Everyone's afraid of you and resents your attitude, including me.
Oh, all right. Why not?
Diane? May I speak to you for a moment?
Alan, I'm busy.
Please.
All right. Pierce, I'll have to check that later.
Yes, Miss Powell. You may go, Pierce.
Remind me who appointed you his boss? One word from Diane and he's the one dismissing you right out the front door.
All right, Alan, what is it?
I haven't had a chance to be with you all night. And then, after what happened, I was so worried.
I wouldn't go in there alone with him if I were you, so I guess it's a good thing I'm not you.
Excuse me, guys. Have you seen a man around here in a dark sort of costume?
What?
I was a dark top, black tights, boots.
Do I know you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, another friend of Diane's.
Diane's? No, see, my name is McGee. I'm a reporter. And
Reporter? Look, I told the press at Cannes that I've got the financing for my film all sewed up, so why don't you just leave me alone now?
No, I don't think you understand.
Don't I? Pierce.
Yes, sir, Mr. Donald?
I don't believe this man's got an invitation.
You are correct, sir, he doesn't. He tries every excuse he can think of, but after someone tried to push Diane off that balcony, Pierce isn't taking anything from anybody.
You'll have to leave the island.
Well, it's gonna be a little hard, Pierce. I haven't got a boat.
Another man is leaving the island with the police. You can join him. Please, come with me.
Listen, Pierce, maybe we could come to some sort of an arrangement. Surely a man of your sort, use a couple of extra bucks.
Of your sort. He really said that. Diane signs his paycheck, so he has to take a certain amount from her. From this guy?
I have to send for help. It could be embarrassing.
And just so we're clear, he has no problem embarrassing you until you want to crawl into your skivvies and hide.
Alan, what do you want?
I'm losing my family. I can't afford the alimony. Why can't you be different?
Alan, I didn't ask you for anything. So be a good boy. Give me a kiss and let's go back to the party.
None of those things are a concern to her because she's never had to think about anything for herself. That stuff is for lesser mortals.
And the way you treat people, they can only stand so much.
Oh, I see. So you don't like the way I behave either. Well, fine. Tell me you've had your fill, and I'll be happy not to put up with this.
I've had my fill, all right.
Terrific.
I gave up everything for nothing.
Diane! And suddenly she's learning how mortal she is. She can hear David in the closet, but she can't get the key in the lock to let him out. If I'm David, yes, I know I am, but not that David, I'm kicking the door open. He does these things more neatly than I do. His head is in the closet, so Jack conveniently can't see his face. How fortuitous. Now Alan has Jack down on the floor. He doesn't care who it is or how long it takes. He's going to strangle somebody today. No, no, no. Throwing him on something soft defeats the whole purpose. Try again. Oopsie. I'll bet Jack paid cash for it, too. He should have bought the extended warranty. If he has one of the darts left, maybe he could sneak up behind the hook and, maybe not. He carries her out to a large garden. He doesn't have a goal in mind except getting her away from those guys. As far as he can tell, they all want to hurt her. Pierce did eventually stop tumbling.
It's all right.
It makes you wonder how long it's been since she did that. As David said, she's been hiding behind the money and trappings of happiness for a long time. It took almost dying to shake her out of it. But David is leaving her better than he found her.
I couldn't get your papers from the library, David. That man McGee was there. If you send me an address, I'll mail them to you.
All right, I'll try to.
What? He hasn't been familiar with that word for several years. What he should do is get a P.O. box somewhere, maybe in Carolyn's name, where people can send stuff, but he can have it forwarded just about anywhere. Diane eventually married Pierce, and they had 7 kids. Diane wanted to be sure they didn't fall into the same money trap that she did, So, over Pierce's loud objections, she made them all work for minimum wage until they were 30. They seemed to be pretty well off in spite of it. She never figured out how, and Pierce never told. It's hard to tell where we are, but I do know where the microphone is, and it's not where it's going to hear me.
Why? Because I wouldn't play along like Donald and Alan.
Back up.
Diane, just look around. The way that you treat people. I'm sure there are several here tonight with better motives than I, and you know that yourself.
You can save your dime store analysis for the police. They'll be here soon.